These are the best true wireless earbuds of 2021, and nothing on this list costs more than $100 or euros.
Goedendag, we're DHRME. Dudes harming reputations, maintaining ecstasy. It's weird to put the SoundPeats H2 at number 10. They're some of the best sounding buds on this list and they're very comfortable. It's a bit punchier than one of our other favorite sounding buds on this list, but still very detailed and clear. So why are they at number 10? Well, they're a bit of a one-trick pony and they're at the more expensive end of the buds we're talking about here. So you're gonna have to ask yourself if the sound alone is worth it. No app, no ANC, no wireless charging. Heck, they don't even pause music when you take them out of your ear. But you know, if only sound is what you're interested in, these might be it.
At number 9, the one more ColorBuds 2 somehow flew under the radar when they came out. But we like something about this. The compact buds are very compact in your ear and the case is very compact in your pocket. Did we say they're compact? They sound nice and have a basic transparency and ANC mode. Unfortunately, they're let down by their microphones and calls, which aren't very clear. However, it's still a decent choice, specifically if smaller cases are more important to you. The Edifier NB2 Pro, not the NeoBuds Pro that's more expensive than this one and this one came before this one, and this one is called the 2, but this one, anyway, the Edifier NB2 Pro. Sound extremely V-shaped. They do not come with wireless charging, but it's still Edifier we're talking about here. And they have a fairly decent app which allows you to do things like switch to a surround mode, kind of a spatial mode knockoff. The transparency mode is also very usable in a pinch, and they have ANC, which is okay. Oh, and they have some of the best dust and water resistance on this list. IP54, not bad, Edifier.
Now, if you want to get something from Apple at this price point, you very much can. Last we checked, for 76 euros, you can buy yourself a brand spanking new Apple AirPods 2 case. Yeah, that's right, just the case. But hey, it has wireless charging and you don't need the AirPods themselves to flex. Just throw the case on the table, real cas. AirPods? Yeah, it's the wireless charging case. It's okay.
Okay, now we come to the real number 7, Sennheiser CX Buds. You might expect Sennheiser to be the best sounding set of wireless earbuds on this list, but to our ears, that's simply not true. I mean, don't get us wrong, we love Sennheiser, but Sennheiser seems to be tuning for a particular kind of music. Also, this is the cheapest true wireless earbud in their lineup behind the CX Plus and the Momentum True Wireless 2. These sound quite intimate, and despite that 3-4K dip, sometimes occasionally sound sibilant. I don't know how they managed to do that. Either way, somehow we thought that they had to constantly be tweaked. Also, no transparency, no ANC to speak of, even though the app does give you a basic 3-band EQ. The app also lets you customize how the touch control works and how much of your own voice you can hear on a call. So overall, we'd say a decent effort from Sennheiser. And if you like what the brand stands for, then sure, go ahead and pay 89 euros. We still think that's a bit of a premium, and they kind of have to do a bit better at this price point in this market.
Now, we like Jabra and their app, and as a low-cost offering, that app and the very effective transparency mode helps the Jabra Elite 3 make this list. Unlike Jabra buds in the past, their latest buds give you the ability to use either buds on their own, so either left in or right in can work on their own, but they drop the ability to connect to multiple devices. That's a bit disappointing. The case looks like the older Jabra cases. We love the shape for pocketability, but they skip wireless charging. And in case we weren't clear, these don't feature noise cancelling, but just a simple toggle to go to transparency mode, what they call hear-through. Works very well. They also use buttons instead of a touch surface, which you may love or hate depending on whether you need to wear gloves or not.
Another reason why these are at number 6 is that Jabra decided to strip a lot of features for these from their app. No custom EQ, fewer call quality customizations, and no My Sound calibration.
The new Jabra series sound different from the older Jabra series and aren't as bassy, but they sound clear, especially in the treble regions. While we don't see too many audiophiles picking these up, they're still very good for audio on the go.
We're up to number 5, and hey, if you're liking this video, a sub to this channel would be Boss. Wow, that's a terrible British accent. The Lypertek PurePlay Z3 or Z3 has to be one of the best sounding earbud profiles right out of the box. Sound-wise, these are the second best sounding on this list. Everything sounds very clear, a little bit on the brighter side of things, but it's loud and it also has an effective app with EQ if the bass isn't enough for you. It does feel a little bit like it's from another era though. However, with great case size comes great battery. They have about 10 hours of battery life on the buds with 7 full charges, which is pretty sweet. You know, and when we were writing the script for this video, this was $90, so it was at number 7. It also has wireless charging and it is now only $69. So that's a very good price for such good sounding earbuds, which can also do transparency and wireless charging, among other things.
The Earfun Free Pro 2 don't sound the best on this list. Don't have great noise cancelling, but boy are they comfortable. I love their aluminium-ish case and the shape. And they're one of the best looking cases we've seen all year. In terms of battery life, these get about 6 hours with ANC plus 24 from the case. They're also IPX5, so good for workouts, and the 4 sizes of tips and 3 sizes of wings are a nice addition in the box. You know, all the products we talked about today were sent to us by these companies. All of them except this one, the SoundCore Life P3. Hey SoundCore, hit us up. But either way, these are a great bargain for their price. They sound fairly bassy, but good out of the box. It has one of the best apps on this list. The buds are super comfortable, and you can make it sound quite good if you mess around with it, like a fair bit. Unlike the Lypertek, it also features decent ANC, and all this in a smaller package. The case is neither compact nor colossal, and it features wireless charging. We also think it's very well designed, and the stem shape looks decent in your ear. They have customized touch controls and also feature ANC, but it's really that app that puts these buds at this place. In terms of cons, these are not very loud and can't do multi-device, but that's most of the buds on this list. Overall, we think you can't really go wrong with these.
You may say we're a little bit biased towards Earfun products. I mean, a company that dares to call itself Earfun deserves some props, don't they? The Earfun Air Pro 2 sounds sublime, a perfect combination of balanced and fun, and the sub bass is turned up just right. It even passed the drown test for me, which is, as I was testing these buds for review, I found myself getting completely lost in the music, and that experience is rare. This is very personal, of course, and it may happen that you do not like this sound signature. So in that case, these buds may not be something for you because they have no app in which you can tweak the EQ. Typical Earfun. It does have full touch controls that were very easy, and it was comfortable for us to wear for long periods of time. It has wireless charging, an ear sensor to automatically pause your audio, and kind of like a medium-sized case. Its ANC and transparency mode are among the best on this list. We even like the sound so much that we can forgive the average microphone quality for calls.
When the 75T were released, they didn't come with ANC, but only a transparency mode, or hear-through as Jabra calls it. But after an update, you get ANC in the app. These buds sound good. Not the best on the list, but certainly are the bassiest by a long way. Have wireless charging only on the active version, are one of the best in the business when it comes to phone calls. It's also the only pair of buds on this list that can connect to 2 devices simultaneously. Overall, it's insane bang for the buck and also has the best app on this list, including customizations for sound, calls, and ANC. These are what we consider to be more of an all-round set of buds. That's just so Jabra. Great app, compact case, amazing fit, an IP55 dust and water resistance rating. They do a lot of things well and don't really have major flaws unless you want to get something specific like best sounding buds. The only flaw in these is that you can't use the left bud on its own, but we can live with that.
That was the list, and we would also like to give an honorable mention to the one more ComfoBuds Pro. And there's a reason that they're on the top of many other lists, but not on ours, and that reason is plain and simple fit. We just didn't get a good seal with these buds, and although they sounded good, we never got a consistent experience. Also, the case is a bit too big for our liking. And yes, we're saying this even though one more sent these buds to us because, hey, we have to be honest with you guys. But if they fit your ear, then these might also be something to consider. It's just that we cannot recommend them.
And then the Nothing Ear 1 at $99. All the buds on this list are at least $10 cheaper than the Nothing, and a few are $40 cheaper. We were waiting for these, and you know what? We totally see why people might choose them. In a sea of AirPod lookalikes, they stand out with their clear case and red dot accent. And now that it's available in black and white, we think they have the best looking buds and cases. The controls work well. They do great with calls, but where they do fail is in delivering anything other than average sound quality. They're not massively overpriced, and their app tries to be a bit too cool for our school. However, they beat all the buds we just talked about when it comes to ANC and transparency, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Gezondheid. So that was our list. We know we didn't cover some earbuds, as if we could possibly cover everything. Come on then, let's hear it in the comments down below. JBL, Technics, JLab, Sabat, which ones did we miss out? There's a lot out there to talk about, so stay tuned to the channel for earbuds, smartwatches, and other videos from us. These videos cost a lot of time and effort to make, and most of the buds we talked about today also have full reviews. So do consider supporting the channel by using anything in the description down below. But for example, you could use the links for these buds and buy them. Doesn't cost you anything extra, helps out the channel, or just go ahead and do your holiday shopping with no extra cost to you.
You've been watching some boss ass lists, and we've been DHRME. Namaste.